A friend recently told me about a man in her neighborhood who took his own life. Since then, one question has echoed through everyone's mind. Why? Why would he do that to himself? What could have been so painful that dying seemed easier than living? I've asked questions like that before. I used to think life was too beautiful to give up on. I even thought people who committed suicide were foolish. But life has a way of humbling you. Over the years, I went through things, dark, heavy things, that made me understand what it truly feels like to want the pain to end. There was a time I kept a blade beside my bed. In my mind, I imagined that one day I'd use it, just like in the movies. A slow, painless end. No more crying, no more pretending. But that day never came. I would lie awake at night, drowning in my own thoughts. I'd think about the people who loved me, how they'd cry for a few days, maybe weeks, and then move on. My memory would fade, and all my dreams would die with me. Sometimes I tried to escape through small things, reading, music, or just crying until I couldn't anymore. But the hardest part wasn't the pain itself. It was the loneliness. I remember one night so vividly. I was kneeling on my bed, tears streaming down my face, whispering to myself, I need to talk to someone. I need to talk to someone. I grabbed my phone and scrolled through my contacts, looking for a name, any name, someone I could trust enough to say, I'm in a really dark place. Please, come over, sit with me, or just stay on the phone with me. I need to stay connected, to stay alive. But there was no one I trusted with that kind of pain. So I put the phone down and cried even harder. Looking back now, I thank God I survived that dark season, because during that time, I looked perfectly fine on the outside. I went to class, laughed with friends, served customers with a smile. But the moment I was alone, the sadness crept back in. Reading, yoga, exercise, they helped for a while. But as soon as they ended, the heaviness returned. Sometimes I wonder how different things might have been if I had a circle of real, trustworthy friends. People who could listen without judgment. People who could simply be there. Because the truth is, so many people are suffering in silence. They're smiling on the outside while quietly breaking inside, and they stay silent out of fear of being misunderstood, or worse, betrayed. The truth is, people need people. But people also need to make themselves trustworthy and available. These days, romantic relationships take center stage. We're told our partner should be our everything, our confidant, our best friend, our world. But friendship? Friendship has its own kind of magic. It's where you can share your fears, your frustrations, your truth, without fear of judgment. One of my favorite writers, Mariama Ba, once said, friendship has splendors that love knows not. It grows stronger when crossed, whereas obstacles kill love. It resists time, which wearies and severs couples. It has heights unknown to love. Friendship is a gift, one of the greatest gifts the Creator has given us, and we need to nurture it. Because too often, after tragedy strikes, we hear the same words, but they seemed so normal. That should remind us to look closer, to check in, to listen, to be the kind of person someone can lean on, someone safe. This constant push for radical independence, this idea that we can do life all on our own, it's slowly killing us. The truth is simple. We were never meant to walk alone. Be kind, be present, be a friend, because people need people.